Hi everyone and bienvenidos a Todos Santos, Mexico. My name is Yohan. For those of you that don't know me, I just finished driving down from Vancouver, BC down to the Baja coast here. I'm living in a sleepy surfer town called Todos Santos. I'm living the life, surfing, working on music, doing the things that I've always wanted to do, unplugged from the matrix, and finally I'm living a life of fulfillment. And hasn't always been that way. Life has been full of challenges, as everybody has gone through challenges. As a child, I witnessed my father be violent with my mom, and eventually they split up and divorced. And I had to choose between being with my mom or my dad. And I chose to be with my mom. And at a very early age, I had to step up and be the man of the family. And this separation created a separation within me. And I grew up with depression. I was bored, I was depressed. I withdrew from school, I became sick a lot. However, this pain that I was holding was really a gift because it pushed me in a direction of healing, of trying to find out what was wrong with me. So I did a lot of self-development programs, I read a lot of books, studied spirituality, studied religion, studied philosophy, studied the subconscious mind, and I started to get my life back on track. I broke out of my shell and started working on cruise ships and emceeing and doing things way outside of my comfort zone and traveled the world. 20 years after my dad left, he came back into my life and everything came crashing down around me. I lost my job. When I met up with him, all these memories started bubbling up to the surface, and I pretty much lost it. I went crazy. They diagnosed me with schizophrenia and put me into a mental institution, and that just made things worse. They drugged me up. They tried to find out what was wrong with me. So eventually I broke out of there and rebuilt my life again, and continued traveling, continued the path of healing. But underneath it all, I still felt that depression. Just a few years ago, my mom ended up committing suicide, and that was absolutely devastating. My dad died of cancer a year after that. So once again, my life crashed down around me, and I had to rebuild myself. And I was just tired of this process of death and rebirth, of rebuilding my life again. So I really started to focus on the subconscious mind, and ended up flying down to LA and doing a course called Theta Healing. And essentially what that is it's getting to a state of theta, which is a brain wave that's emitted from the brain when one is in meditation or very calm. And when you're in that state, you can access your subconscious that much more. So it's not hypnosis where someone else has control over your subconscious. It's where the client actually is aware while looking at the subconscious, and that's, I find that's so much more empowering when there's a healing modality that involves oneself and it isn't reliant on the other person. So now I'm a theta practitioner. I'm certified. I've been a coach for about 15 years on and off, but I've created a process that incorporates that and uses cutting edge techniques to help clear the subconscious of trauma, of limited beliefs, of any programming that's not serving you anymore. So the analogy I use, it's like being in a boat, and the cracks in the boat are like the challenges and the traumas that everybody has gone through. And so many people are trying to compete against each other, and the ocean is like the subconscious mind. And people are just trying to think positive, and just trying to bail their boat out. And it's a lot of work. It's draining. And what my process does is like, let's just bring the boat back to shore. Let's fix these cracks, and you can go back out into the world again, renewed, and not having to fight against this river or against this ocean that's trying to take you down, and rebuild the relationship of your body with your subconscious, because the subconscious is like a giant computer system. It's been recording everything ever since birth. So it doesn't know the difference between what serves you and what doesn't serve you. So it's operating everything in the body. So once you develop a relationship with your body and your subconscious, you can use your body as a tuning fork to give you messages of what your subconscious is holding and what it needs to release. So, and there's a lot of reasons why we hold on to these experiences. So once we do this process together, I can show you some of these tools that you can use for the rest of your life. And they're non-invasive, they're safe, and very effective. I've had clients that have cleared everything from retracing steps to a motorcycle accident where he had pain and numbness in his arm, and it went away instantly after doing one session. Even after he went to a lot of different doctors and acupuncturists, he was able to clear that just by going back to that moment where that trauma happened. I've worked with clients that have gone through sexual abuse and violence and all sorts of things, in where now they find life so much more manageable. So what I do is I essentially work from the bottom up, and the power of that is that once those underlying deep issues are cleared, one can start using the rewiring and the positive affirmations, and we can build strategies and find out what your purpose is. Once all that stuff underneath is cleared, one's purpose is so much more evident. And then we can create a strategy to get to where you want to be, your ultimate vision in your life. So if you find that this is the right step for you in your life right now, just private message me. I can give you a half-hour free consultation. All of these sessions are done over the phone or Skype. And if you know anybody that would benefit from something like this, have them private message me, and we're going to get some stuff done. We're going to move your life forward. I know that because it's happened to me and it's happened for other people as well. So until then, I wish you all the best, and I love you all. Peace out from Mexico.